Okay, now let's begin analyze this game that ended in a draw and see if it could go on another way. I checked that. Okay, now I'm playing as white as against the Pirk. I choose a second common variant f3 to protect e4. Now he goes g6. Now here I already deviate and pick one move that is not most common. Well, I don't know why it doesn't. It isn't common theory, and the common theory is going knight c3, g6, c6, d3, bishop g7, queen d2, then b5, okay. And then there are several options. Now bd3 is open, but okay, I will stop here. Okay, after bd3 g6 actually is not. I don't know, because actually now it goes c6. Now okay, we are out of theory. Now I think c4 it doesn't make a lot of difference. The plan is now okay. Now the other proposed move is c3, d3. Okay, but don't know. It seems to me that I should expand on the queen side. d5 is okay. So it's probably the castle or queen d6 and knight e6. Okay, castle. Okay. After d, see, one is actually not interested what to do. What about well, knight bc3, okay, but I don't think castle can be wrong. h6. Now, of course, bishop e3 is kind of obvious. Knight d7, everything is kind of straightforward. And knight bc3 is the next move. Now, my computer seems to prefer queen d2, which moves the queen with gain of tempo, but in the end, the computer stabilizes to nbc3, which is the moves. Okay, I'll be right back. So back now, computer proposed knight c5, and plays a6. Now then, the plan obviously white, this playing white is trying to expand on the queen side. Queen d2 is something is an option, but I prefer goes b4. a5 play the opponent. Now a3 is actually seems the obvious continuation here, and it's actually the one that I play. Yes. After queen c7, now it seems to gives me already one advantage. After queen d2, h5, rook 5 d1, rook d8, queen e1. Why does this give me? Why does it give white such a strong advantage? After queen d2, I don't see it. Is it a real advantage or an advantage? Now let's see what propose. Queen d2 and h5. Now what next? Rook f d1, h4, white 4. What's the threat? if there is one. Rook fd1, h4, okay, let's whatever. Fd1, h4, oh, that's kind of weird. Probably is positional, I don't know. Just still a lot of space, and black is, for black is harder to play now. Why black is already rook ab1? It's probably just a lot of threat. I don't know. It's beyond me to understand why the position here for such so good for black. There doesn't seem to be direct variance to lead to an advantage. Well, takes, and then c5. Okay, probably it's just, yes, of course, there is an undeveloped bishop. Let's see. Can I? Yeah, this undeveloped bishop. That is not going anywhere, so it's probably the advantage of white is positional. One after knight and 9 queen, actually there is very a position of black turn is pretty awkward. No. So what? Why did you go? Okay, 1. Okay, 6. Knight b6. b5. Sorry, queen b8. Rook bb1. Yes, seems all kind of logical. Oh, it's so awkward actually. Yes, that's true. But white has to find also the right moves to push the attack. But in reality, I don't know if I would be doing. Okay, let's just finish. Let's just stop analyzing here. Say better. In the game, I play queen b3, which is still good for white. Still has another advantage. Now the black goes on b1, which is suboptimal. Now the engine likes putting the rook f on d1. Not b1, h5, queen b2. No, let's. Oh, I now actually go. I prefer to. But I don't think rook f1 doesn't make a lot of difference. Still good for white. After cd5, you can go cd5 or knight b5. Okay, knight b5 is actually interesting. Well, but you can't just black goes on. Yeah, knight b5 seems. Okay, let's. Queen b8 and then cd5. What is it wrong? Take. Okay, I do the qualities. So yes, queen b8, cd5. Okay, so well, it is not very different from the game. actually, and then b6, yes. So I would have, seems that taking knight b5 gets white a pretty. Okay, let's stay. In h7. Okay, now I just now I play knight b5, king d8, and now white is a very strong position actually. Yes, very active. It's almost won according to the engine. Let's propose queen c2, b6, knight ec3, and then after that what? Queen c2, b6, and knight ec3, that also is proposition. And I want now h5, can we do? And g8. Knight f4, a4. Okay. Still is good for white. hb4, hb4, bishop a6. Well, it's stuff like this that I'm not sure how to play. Why does it put the... No, doesn't seem logical to me. I think I'm not playing why I play this one. ab4, bishop e6, knight e6. Okay, now it goes back. Okay. Let's wait for finish the what else? ab4. Now what's wrong? ba6. Yeah, okay, it doesn't seem very different from the position I got in the game. Maybe I'll just go back if to it if the variant is very much. Okay, right c1, yes, it's still good for black. Actually, is a similar idea. 98. Okay, and then queen c2 is queen d1. Okay, yeah, I choose queen c3. Well, actually, the general idea on attacking on the queen side is good. Okay, what if I just go, what does queen c3 is actually still good. It doesn't make a lot of difference. So after b6, now well, it's still preferred goes queen d2. Not sure if Komodo has an idea how to play this position. Queen d2. What about rook a d1? Well, still the general idea doesn't seem ab4, okay. And now, well, I don't think there's an alternative to ab4, and bishop a6. Now, the engine suggests rook queen d2, right c8, and then knight c3. So what queen d2? No, what would they do? What I do? What about my choice? It's a little worse. But I still end up playing queen d2. Okay, then it's worse. Right, it's worse. Queen d2 now. I will see 8, 63. Queen b7, k1, 94. I can doesn't see a plan in what the engine is doing. So what was that? That was the. I think that was the general idea. So what black is actually going forth, and what would be the now rd1? Why even to move the. Okay, doubling on the. Well, now that is very confusing maneuver. No, it's generally a very computer way goes to prepare. So just I think the general idea is going rd1, no, h5, r8 to double on the a file. No. G1, knight takes c3. Oh wait, that was no, that's kg8. No, I was actually proposing k and c3. Okay, just now why a4? What for? Why not doubling? Why not immediately rent a1? Why not immediately this one? No, yeah, it's actually good. Bishop b5, bishop b5, knight b5. Why not this? It's still good. Actually, seems better to me. Okay, it's actually, it turns out that is simplifying to the position, which is better for black, white, which naturally I know that in the game I reach as well. Okay. So it turns down that I don't get it because I don't understand the end game, and this is it's going to reach eventually. Now what happened here? Let's see. Okay, now it's the problem. Now f5. Now after f5, queen d2 is not as good. The engine prefers queen e1. Yes. Okay, let's make it analyzed at the end. It will be queen e1, bishop take b5, rook a8, queen e8. No, bishop b5, rook 1. Okay. Not sure why queen e1 is anything better. Yeah, of course I take. Well, still good, but I think I still don't understand what's happening here. Like f4 after queen b2 to ftx ftx now, and first now the position is still better for white, but has lost some advantage. Well, but knight c3 or queen c2 are actually the same, so I just stick to this. Knight g4, and now knight per d6 is an option. No, that's interesting. Now I wouldn't. Now at the end it chooses not to play it, but interesting that it even considers this possibility. Well, what happened after knight take d6? What goes? Okay, okay, I takes, 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 takes. Well, doesn't seem a great variant to me, let's just ignore it. Knight i4. Okay, now after g4, now knight e4. It stayed because I actually wasn't in the how to go on in this game. Now I actually lost almost all of my advantage. So it's just this is even worse. And it doesn't make, well, I don't know if it's worth the time to spend analyzing this other. Now actually e3, knight take e3, queen e3, bishop b5, simplifies everything, and in the end probably take everything. It's just somewhat better, but now the position is kind of equal anyway. h5. Now h5 is wrong and allows bg5 is actually the move. Let's see. And now bg5 was actually a good move. Now that was a kind. Now the prosecutor is proposing rook f1. That's a move that's definitely good because it threatens to put the king, the rook on the 7th row, and there is no good defense after that because the yes. No, f1, yes. Now, of course, we knew that the knight prevents that moves, so it's just awkward now just to prevent the. Now the threat is this, obviously. So to prevent us, now the engine proposed just taking the g5 for knight back to f6. Still doesn't, no, now knight f6, yes. Still doesn't seem to be such devastating. Well, not often, not knight g5. It goes queen e1. Well, it's still a very complex position. Probably navigating it. Queen e1, bc5, bishop e5. Then what? Rook a7. Okay, knight ac3. Okay, I'll stop it here. Okay, after rook, still rook, they choose the exchange on the file, then queen d1 loses all the advantage. Okay, why? In fact, a move that I end up playing later on is quale ci propose a3, ci fa rec a3, with idea, not obviously what idea. Let's see. Now bishop d5, queen e3. Okay. Pressure on the b6 point, bishop b5, bishop b5, rook a7. Okay, the knight is still pinned. Rook d3. Okay, down bishop b5, bishop b5, rook a7, and rook. No, yeah, why? It seems to me that he can actually take that. Okay, that now then. Now if he takes, now if he take queen b6, queen b6, knight b. No, he cannot do it because yes, it's pinned. The knight is pinned. No, he cannot move just because there's of course this pin. So rook d3 is the move. I'm not sure if b6 is actually threatened because if goes there, then the rook can go there. So take, and then the rook goes there. So okay, it's just another complex variant where white is better, but probably is a bit better because it's classically fine to find an end game which is favorable, and still I'm lucky in understanding to understand why. Okay, now for the file, lesson d1, bishop f6, d2. Now, of course, it's obviously also black has no idea what to do here. The h3 move is proposed, although I choose knight ac3, a1, queen a1, a7, yes, it turned out to be the same, and now I choose a3, which isn't the strongest move, but is virtually the same for practical result. Okay, and now that we actually a move that you actually considered in the game. Well, in the end, it doesn't make a difference because, as I saw in the game, the positioning where we agreed for a draw was actually one for white. So it just doesn't make a difference. Okay, now queen a7 would be here winning, but I don't. But in the end, it doesn't make a lot of difference because see, okay. Now, still it would be queen and7 winning. Now let's let's go on. Okay, now this back is okay, queen f7, queen g6. Now is all drawn. 7, queen d2. Now this position are still. Now okay, now knight b5. Now that if black took here, it is a draw. And why would be that a draw? It's a dead draw. Nobody can progress. But after queen b7, now I get up in a position where I can actually play the game, the move queen a7, and yes, it must exchange and f6, and now okay, let's write it to after f6, nc6, okay, nc6, okay, king c3 is actually better. Because after queen f7, queen b3, oh, that actually happened. Queen f7, queen b3. What is even white threatening? Because now it goes b5, but I don't sure what will be the, because if can go queen c4 and then what? Okay, then this probably queen c4 and then knight c6. Yes, that is probably the same. The thing that you want to prevent the maneuver. This okay. Now in this position, where white wants to go. Let's want to go with it, and then this. And would be that I think that the black pawn will fall. So just black has to play this to prevent this maneuver. And I'm not sure what white does then. It seems that he wants to go the other way. Let's finalize, and I think I just paste into analysis one of these variants. Okay, let's paste this. Okay, can't I just copy to notation? Yes. So what would be this? Let's see what happens. Now, okay, why would that change? Ah, of course. That idea is always to cut the. Yes, because otherwise, we used to cut the. But still white is a pawn. Ah, okay, this is interesting. In the end, okay, in the end, white wins, of course. No, 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 not just not this, for instance. So what after knight c6? I think okay. Black has to take bishop. If he doesn't take, as in the game, what happens? Yes, there is queen c3. Now bishop e8, king b3. Still winning. White is still winning. Bishop d3. Why that? Now that was a no. That's not how white wins. Instead, what white does is this: bishop d7, bishop c6. No, what is that? No, bishop c6. Idiot. So what? And then now what? Okay, of course. Now it must move bishop. Okay, now of course. No, that. Why is that? Is this? Is this so ridiculous? Okay, now of course it just can take. It has to take. Well, why? Well, of course you can always do this. Bishop b6 and the white is up. Okay. Now, okay, now it's. I think I'll finish analyze it later. Bishop b7, bishop b6. Now, if he takes, bishop c6, knight take. Yes, it seems equal still. Knight e5. Oh, now it's things is getting hairy. Go, and he cannot stop the promotion unless it's sacrificed, of course. Okay, now white wins. That bishop c6. Yeah, of course, that's the same situation as before knight. Okay. Okay, and the same. Now what I would do, I just repeated the position. It was this one I didn't analyze. Bishop bc6, bishop b7, bishop b7. Okay, that's one piece more. Okay, what? Even bishop b7. Ah no, oh wait, and four more. What's that? So that's why. That's how I would win. That's instead. So it's right at the end. I failed. Now queen c3. Now bc8 is a mistake. Now let's analyze bc7. Now bc8 is a mistake because it allows king b3 and d7, bishop f5. Yes, f6. No, of course doesn't change, and then knight e7 is winning because now. Okay, but what if bishop goes there? Okay, take, yes. And now, knight b5. Yeah, okay, and then, of course, yes, I now that, of course, now No, still nothing. Still nothing is happening. Now Queen C4, F7, Knight C3, BC5, and King B5. Okay, now that's interesting. Bishop E8, and then I enter. Can't I just take? No. Yeah, of course. Then no, that would be. Wow. Yeah, I didn't see this thing. Okay. Okay, and at last I conclude. Okay. Definitely. Now is I don't know. This is something is a kind of situation where I don't know if it's worth to spend more time trying to understand this game. Now I don't know how much, I think I spent an hour already on this game. Now probably I don't think I analyze any further. Now yes, this is interesting. That is in this position at the very end. I settled for a draw when I had a path to victory. Now Knight A7. And of course, it's interesting to go now. Bishop B7. Now bishop there in C6, and now bishop take, pawn takes, knight takes E4. Now knight B5, bishop B8, and push. If in this position, bishop B8. Well, of course, now the pawn drops. Bishop B6, bishop E7, take. Of course, but no. Now, if would seems, of course, now I can exchange here. Of course, now I have to have. I have to three pawns. So it's just the same. Yeah, no. It's even worse because yes, because now there are cannot promote it, stop promoting. So that's bishop C6, bishop E3. Well, white is a clone pawn up. No, it's not actually. Knight takes. B5. No, it's the same actually. White has a free pawn. Yeah, the whites. Still, it doesn't seem to me that win. So how does it go? B6. Okay, now. Not of course. Now white loses a piece. This. knight a7, what was it, bishop, the other position is bishop d7, bishop d7, knight d7, knight b5, bishop goes back, king, 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 and now the king actually penetrates here, and okay. It's still interesting. Yeah, it's a pawn. We have a pawn up. Right. Yeah,